G'day guys, my name's Miles.
And my name's Fez.
And this is The Commodity, and today we are reacting
Why do you
to
give up all of a sudden
Chopper Renee Brack interview.
You're putting so much effort into it.
You want me to do it?
No, you're good.
G'day guys.
No, we're done.
My name's
we're
Miles.
Done. We're done.
This
Keep
is The
on going.
Commodity, and today we are reacting to Chopper Renee Brack. See, I think I've lost it. I think I lost it.
Interview 1. H.264.
I don't know what the 1H.264 means.
H.264 is a type of codec.
Okay, this is supposed to be a 3-part video. We're just doing this one. This is 8 minutes long. If you guys enjoy it and want to watch the second one, let us know. Our 2 and 3-part videos on anything never do well. So let us know in the comments if you enjoyed this and want to see another one. He's heard of Uncle Chop Chop.
Yeah,
that's what they call him.
I've actually heard of him.
He's heard of Uncle Chop Chop. I've never heard of Uncle Chop Chop. This video was requested to us by Aussie Xave or
Zave. XAV.
Yeah. So thank you so much for requesting this. I think this
might be Zav.
Zav, maybe. This is the first request I've seen from you, I believe. I might have missed one if you've thrown out one before. But good eye, gents. Would love to see your reaction to Notorious Aussie criminal Uncle Chop Chop. So,
That's horrible.
I mean, if you give me a thumbs down, it doesn't even show it on YouTube anymore. So,
well, we get to see it.
We see it. You guys don't see it. Please just click the
like button.
Please. I'm sorry that I've completely fucked your accent at the beginning of this video. Guys, before we hop into this video, again, if you would, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. It helps us so much in getting these videos out to more people. Also, if you would, go ahead and click the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. That way you guys can stay informed on our future videos. And if you'd like to help support the channel even more and get an exclusive YouTube short shout out, click the join button down below.
And this is actually the very last video being shot in this studio.
Yeah, we've said this in every other video in the past 3 videos.
Or the last 2. This one included.
But this is truly
the last
video in this studio. So again, click the subscribe button, bell notification if you guys want to see the new studio that's probably going to look the exact same with a different wall. I mean, honestly, we might set it up different. I kind of want to do something different, but I don't know how we would do it.
Yeah, we kind of got to figure it out.
I think I have an idea now, but we'll get there when we get there. So yeah, I'm super excited to set it up. It's going to be clean, nice. Yeah, so let's watch the video. I feel like the last 2 videos that we've done prior to this, we've talked a lot at the beginning of the videos.
And we lose a lot of views.
Yeah, I'm just super excited that we're getting this new studio.
Yeah.
Mark Brandon Reed, also known as Chopper
Reed, so old school.
has spent 17 of his 37 years on this, the wrong side of the law. When he was released from jail last year, he wrote a best-selling book and
How
said
she comes
he was
into the
finished
scene
with
talking.
crime. 10 days ago, Chopper Reed told me the same thing, face to face.
I'm 37 years old now. I'm, an old man. I don't do those things anymore.
Those things he's referring to are a long list of ugly crimes.
From petty rubbish to murder, arson, malicious wounding.
Has he given up a life of crime? Just 4 days after this...
So...
I've watched this, actually.
I guess this was before the gun laws. Or can you have... Well, first of all...
He couldn't have the gun. He couldn't
that's
have
what
the
I was
gun
about to say. First of all, he shouldn't have a gun.
in the most gun-loved country. He couldn't even have it here.
So even if this was before the gun laws passed, why is he holding a gun?
Interview, Mark Brandon Chopper Reed was once again arrested and charged. This time with attempted murder.
Wait, he was charged again?
Arrested. Just 4 days after this interview, Mark Brandon Chopper Reed was once again arrested and charged.
After this interview.
This time with attempted murder. It happened right here in Evandale, the tiny village in Tasmania that Chopper frequents to drink at the Clarendon Hotel. It is alleged Sydney Michael Collins left the hotel with Chopper, and 15 minutes later, Collins was maliciously wounded. Could Chopper have done it? Well, he is one of Australia's most notorious criminals. Chopper then demonstrated the accuracy of his marksmanship.
I'm a very, very good shot.
How good?
Would you like me to show you how
It's a
good?
semi-automatic.
Yeah.
22
Well,
R.
assistant, Trent, grab that bottle, get over there. This bloke's play by the hour.
With a banana clip.
Once Chopper got started, there was no stopping him.
You want me to have a go? Show you? Want to show you? All right. Hold it up clear.
And y'all call
See
us
if the gun
crazy
works first.
Americans.
Oh, the gun works.
Now, us personally, we're pro-gun. We love guns. At the same time, I think we would both agree that there needs to be a much more controlled.
Yeah, not all people should have the right to have a gun.
Right.
Even
100%.
and I'm not even talking about mental people. I'm
I
just
think
talking about
that,
just generally
well,
speaking.
Texas personally has just passed a law where you don't have to have a license to carry.
You just carry.
Or like, there's always been an open carry where you can always open carry. That's been a thing.
No.
Yes.
No, open carry. You could always open carry long rifles, shotguns.
pistols.
No, pistols was open carry like maybe 2 years ago, and then it just became, what do they call it? Constitutional carry. Wow, I ran out of oxygen on that one. Constitutional carry, where you can open carry or conceal carry without a license. I got my CHS.
Yeah. No. You don't have to have a license to carry a weapon anymore, which is kind of scary.
No, which is stupid.
Yeah, it's
That-
stupid
very
and scary. I think there needs to be training,
Education.
like an actual serious education before
Yeah.
somebody can own a gun.
Yeah, no.
personally.
I mean, I own several guns, and they still terrify me,
Yeah.
and they should.
Didn't you miss it on the first shot?
The gun works.
No, he
nice.
just tested
Hold it
it.
up clear. Hang on, just see if the gun works first.
Okay.
Oh, the gun works nicely.
How is she so comfortable with this?
Right.
Yep, I'm a crack shot.
The glass just
So how long's it
shoves
taken
in
you
his
to be a
face.
shot like that?
Oh. For most of my life.
Chopper started a new life in Tasmania
prison for this.
primarily because it has the laxest gun laws in the country. Why does he have so many guns? He claims there are as many as 25 contracts out on his life.
There's two serious ones. The rest are all jokes. Don't worry about them. The contracts that the Italians put out on me, they're just good for a giggle.
But it's not only for reasons of self-protection that Chopper insists on surrounding himself with so much weaponry.
Because I have a great interest in keeping the rabbit population down. I feel it is my duty to keep the rabbit population
The
down.
what?
Rabbit
I know a lot
population.
of human rabbits too.
While in Pentridge Prison, Chopper alleges he
I feel like, and apologies if you think I'm being too American about it, but I feel like he's watched way too many like American gangster movies. Does that not come off like?
I'm sure they have gangster movies.
Oh, I know, but I mean, I'm not trying to be like, ooh, America's better, but no, I mean,
Yeah, you are.
I mean, we got like a lot. Like, what's his name? The one that plays as.
But I'm not. I think Australia.
What's the bootleg movie with what's his name? The British guy plays as
James Bond.
no, where he got his neck slit from ear to ear, and he held his thing closed.
I have no idea what you're talking
It's such a good movie. I can't even. What is his name? He plays as
about. Here, we'll talk about it at the end.
it's
He
gonna drive
cut
me
off
nuts.
his own ears in an attempt to be removed from H Division. He cut off his own ears in an attempt to be removed from H Division.
You don't have ears like Mickey Mouse, that's for sure. Can you tell us what happened to your ears?
You're getting a bit personal there, aren't you? If I shot you in the kneecap, Renee, we're entering Logie territory.
Psychopath.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the only journalist that's ever had a crack at my ears, you cheeky young bugger.
And he was removed from H Division to hospital.
Was it to prove a point to a warden?
No, just to prove to get out of H Division. And then everyone else thought there was something to be gained, and they all started cutting off their ears, and a couple of characters cut off their
Fucking ears off.
And I bailed out of the gang. When the dicky birds start hitting the pavement, I'm out. That's it. Me, I'm gone, finished.
Yet he had no problem cutting off people's toes. This was one of the tortures through which Chopper made money and a name for himself.
I always thought the removal of toes with a bolt cutter was rather humane. As I said to a mate of mine, Linus Patrick Driscoll, who was head of a group called the Toe Cutters in the late 60s and early 70s, I thought that cutting people's toes off with a bolt cutter was rather puffy. I thought it was rather effeminate.
Why is that?
I like a
You say
blowtorch,
feminine?
The smell of burning flesh in the air.
He claims he's never tortured or murdered an innocent person. He says there was only one group he preyed upon.
Scumbags, you know, basically people I didn't like, drug dealers, heroin dealers, people who had earned their living through the sale of heroin, made a lot of money, killed a lot of people. They had no
That's fair.
right to the money. I had no money, so bugger them. Why should I stand on the footpath with me in my hand while these oh, I shouldn't say that, should I? While these drive past in
At least he
their
caught
Mercedes
himself.
coupes and wearing $20,000 Rolex watches and making a lot of money. Why should I have nothing while all these dagos and wogs and assorted, third world brown types make a fortune out of heroin?
Ever thought of getting a job?
Oh, but no. Perish the thought. No, I have applied for work. Yeah.
Probably
So,
not gonna
how
get
would you
one.
describe yourself? What is the job or trade you've been doing for the last 10 years? Or more?
Garbage disposal. Garbage disposal. A sanitary engineer.
That's code name for something.
Yeah.
Tattoos are only part of the mutilation of Chopper's body.
As I got stabbed with a 8.5-inch butcher's knife here.
What for?
Took
For a
somebody's-
living?
Took somebody's hot dog.
This, all sorts of things. Twice there. Ice pick straight through the heart there. Stanley knife across there. Stanley knife across there. Stanley knife. Stanley knife.
How's a Stanley
Stanley
knife?
knife here. Bullet hole here. Ice pick here. Stanley knife.
He's even tried.
Does that say psychopath?
It looks like an S in the middle of it, so probably. I mean, that's not how you spell psychopath, but still.
How could you let it? He's like admitting to you that he's a psychopath.
Yeah.
Ice pick here.
I wonder if she
Stanley
has a guard with her.
He's
or
even
something.
tried to remove some of these tattoos with a blowtorch himself. The blowtorch was also his preferred instrument of torture.
It's reasonably easy. He just takes a flame, a foot, take the shoe off, give it a tickle. Like me to show you?
I'd prefer it if you explained it.
Ladies and
In his
She's so
heyday in the
comfortable
Melbourne
with it.
criminal underworld, Chopper played Russian roulette.
You know what shit it makes me think of?
Clarice
No.
from
Batman.
Hannibal.
The Joker and his Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Like, you should be
before they got
afraid.
together.
Like, she was really comfortable and fell in love with him, and
Yeah.
that's pretty
with
creepy.
a loaded gun for fun and money. And when I told Chopper I thought he was a sociopath,
not a sociopath at all. Nothing wrong with me.
Mark Chopper Reed has been remanded in custody and will appear in court again on June 10 when a new chapter in his life will begin. What you've just seen is only part of his story. I'll bring you a full report on the life and crimes of Mark Chopper Reed at a later date.
Now, when Renee Brack joined the team, she had no idea that one of her stories would make headlines on almost 200 television stations across the United States. Now,
Wow.
have a listen
Yeah.
to how Hard Copy America introed her first story on Chopper Reed.
You'd have to search far and wide to find the most dangerous
hard
man
copy.
in America, let alone the world. But meet Chopper Reed. A woman faced him down in his hideout on an island off Australia.
sexist. A
The real
woman?
Tasmanian
Right.
devil.
That is like one of the things that they talked about in one of our last videos that we did with Australia about there's so much male and female equality in Australia. And then prime example, a woman stood face to face with a
To be
man.
fair, this was a different.
It was a different time.
yeah.
I get that, but still,
It's just funny.
prime example.
There's one scene the Americans didn't see, and neither did viewers in Australia.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a slug in this gun. Now, you're going to take my word for it, but there's a slug in this gun. Well, I want one shot to my head. One shot to Renee's. Are you ready, Renee?
I don't think I want to play.
Are you ready? You don't want to play. Bad luck.
What the fuck? I have seen this video,
I haven't.
but that still gives me chills.
Wow. I wouldn't want to play the game. I probably wouldn't have talked to him in the first place.
Yeah, fuck that.
Uh,
I'm like, that.
Wow. Yeah, no, so obviously this was a 3-parter. If
Y'all
you
can
guys
keep him.
If you guys don't want to see part 2 and 3, I'm going to watch it. So
We're gonna wait till after this video goes live.
yeah,
and
I'm
everything.
just not going to post it. We're not going to react to it if you guys don't want to see us check it out.
That's still.
But I am going to watch it.
I deal with anxiety, like serious anxiety, and that really triggered me. Not like in a oh, I'm so triggered. No, like it triggered my anxiety, like really hardcore. Like I'm actually like coping right now. I'm like struggling big time.
Just look at Good Mythical Morning for a second.
No, forget that. I'm looking at my dude,
I'm looking at that Ionic
Pete Davidson.
5.
I love Pete Davidson.
Yeah, he's such a
Man, that-
man's man.
That fucked me up, dude.
Let us know what you think about him in the comments. I would imagine most of you think he's a dirtbag.
So,
But he makes himself out to be like a vigilante. Not a vigilante. Is that a
yeah, well, the way he described his
he-
victims
he
are
tortured and murdered?
like he's an anti-hero type
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
I mean, if oh, man, I don't know. We don't. I mean, obviously, the U.S. has people like this. That'd be stupid if
Yeah.
you said that it didn't. But it's not common. Like my reaction is true, and
But with like arson and murder, with intent,
See,
and
and
things
that's-
like that, and our prison system is too overcrowded. I mean,
with
there's
people that are doing nonviolent,
there's
crimes.
people that shouldn't be in prison, at least for as long as they are in the United States, that are. But people like this would have either probably, I mean, if he's murdered multiple people and arson and things like that, he'd probably be sentenced to death in the states that sentence people to death.
He might be sentenced to federal death
Yeah.
because they've started doing that, and I'm not for it. Like I
But
don't
at
care
least-
what he's done.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't
one
think
that-
like it's funny. It's not a morality thing. It's not like
See,
eye for
mine's
an eye.
mine's a moral thing. I don't believe in.
Eye for an
It's
eye.
not my place to judge somebody else's life being taken.
Well, that's fair. I mean, I could back that, but it's also more expensive than the United States to put someone to death because there's so many regulations and stuff like that than to let somebody sit in prison and rot to death.
But that's what would happen to him. He would have
would-
life in prison
You'd have life in prison
without parole.
Yeah, but yeah. See, this is the reason why guns scare me because when the gun's in my hand, yes, I'm still actually nervous because I know the power that comes with it.
Right.
With great power comes great responsibility, and that's I say that jokingly, but also serious because they're like you see it in the news in Australia how fucked up a lot of the situations that America has.
Yeah.
But knowing that you have that kind of power in your hand terrifies me. It doesn't make me feel strong or tough
Right.
or anything like that. It actually freaks me the fuck out.
And see, with me having, and I just have a pistol. I've had multiple guns in the past. I don't need them. I'm not one of those guys that just hoards guns and says, "Come and get them."
Yeah,
I'm not that kind of person.
I have a lot of guns, but I
I
don't
think it
think
would
that
be
way.
really unjust for the United States to, for the military to come in and take everybody's guns. I think obviously that would be against our Constitution.
Amendments could happen.
But with that being said, that's never going to happen in the United States. It's not going to happen.
It would
There'd be
it would
so
cause
much
a
backlash.
civil war.
There would be a civil war
Yeah.
if that happened.
and I would be against the guns.
I would.
instantly.
Yeah, at that point, I'd fuck them. Here you go.
Yeah. I'm good. I like to live. I'm not gonna fight over a piece of material.
I don't even want this gun.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna give it to you guys before you asked for it.
Yeah. Please don't shoot.
But yeah, no, I have a pistol and I carry it in my car in my glove box. and I'm always going to, because with the things that go on right now, I mean,
statistically, nothing happens to us, but
yeah,
still,
statistically, nothing is going to happen.
better to have it than not have it when you need it.
But we travel a lot. I mean, when
we live in a big city.
Yeah, and when I travel to some places, I stop in some really shady parts of town to get gas and stuff like that.
I was like, why are you going to shady?
And
Mississippi.
But I mean, honestly, in the United States, it's to the point where like road rage is a huge problem right now.
Kids are getting shot from road rage
for cutting somebody off.
And
it might not have even been intentional. Like they had to take an exit, and so they had to get over.
That drives my anxiety too.
And somebody pulls up next to that person and just fucking shoots them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't carry my gun because I'm a gung ho. I'm a badass. I have a gun. I carry my gun because truly, and we're
terrified.
I'm in a couple of dad groups on Facebook.
Right.
Dads with Daughters group and stuff like that. And a lot of Australians are in these groups, and there's always arguments
about guns.
Because an American will post a picture of the guns they purchased, and Australians would be like, "You fucking idiot! Like, I'll bet you have a big dick," and stuff like that. But
no purchases correlated with, outside of condoms.
But my thing is I get that stereotypical, like, all Americans have guns, they want guns and all that. It's to the point where, like, it truly is. And that's a lot of people's comments under there, like, well, I only have them to protect my family. Like, and then there will be an argument about that. I truly carry my gun in my car because
it's scary.
Protests will block the road, and I mean, there was a lady trying to take her that a few years ago, the Black Lives Matter movement, which I'm for, equal rights for everybody. But that movement that happened on one of the bridges, and they prevented this lady that was on her way to the hospital with her kid in the back seat because he couldn't breathe. And she was saying, like, move out of the way, honking her horn. And they started throwing bricks through her windows and, like, beating the shit out of her car with skateboards and shit. And she's just trying to take her kid to the hospital. There's situations where, like, what has to happen, and God forbid I'm ever put in that situation, he's ever put in that situation, or anybody.
We're gonna pick their life over my child's life. It's not for me.
Yeah,
it's for my it's for my kids, and I don't carry it around on my person.
Yeah, I don't either.
Like, it stays in the car. I've never felt the need to grab it. Like I said, it terrifies me. I hate the idea that can take away a life.
Well, I hate the idea that I even feel the need to take it in my car.
Right.
I hate the idea that I feel like I need a gun.
Yeah. You just never know what the other
because I don't need a gun. I don't care to have a gun, but I have the gun. Well, first of all, because
I hate to admit it, I do actually like guns.
Well, my dad passed away, and that's why I have this gun. I sold all my guns because I didn't need them anymore. And then when he passed away, he left that gun to me. So either way, I'm not getting rid of the gun. I have it for the sentimental purposes, but at the same time, it is in my car because there's a lot of shit that happens. I sent you that news story. I know you guys don't give a shit, but if you're still watching, thanks for our rants. I truly love talking to you guys through a camera. I sent you that news story today. A car dealership, literally. Down the road.
Right down the road.
We used to work at a car dealership that was right next to that dealership. There was a SWAT team standoff.
And they evacuated all the dealerships around
They evacuated all of the dealerships. This guy that was wanted for domestic violence, and
he had a couple warrants.
He had warrants out for his arrest for domestic violence, and he didn't follow the guidelines on a protective order and things like that. And so the police pinned him in this area. So he's at this car dealership somewhere, and Hyundai has cars. I mean, they do have a good amount of inventory. And so they search all around the building, all inside the building.
It took like 3 hours?
Yeah, 3 hours for them to find this guy in this car lot. He was in one of the vehicles hiding. The reason why they called SWAT in to come find him is because during that time that he was hiding, he called his wife at the time that he was domestically violating, and told her that the police are there. He's going to kill the police, and when he gets away, he's going to come and kill
If he
her.
gets away. It said if he gets away.
Yeah,
he
he said
her.
I'm going to kill the police, and if I get away, I'm going to come and kill you. So that's when they called the SWAT team in. I mean, that's literally 2 miles down the road, and we live in a honestly, we live in a pretty posh
what's
area.
crazy is that town it's a county. It is the richest county in the entire state
of Texas. Yes. And
that's where
obviously
I'm moving
Texas
to.
is the biggest.
So, what's up? but here's the funny part.
But we live a mile from there.
Yeah.
And even this city is we pay more for this apartment than most people pay their mortgages, their house payments. With that being said, and that should tell you, we live in a very nice apartment complex.
We're lucky. We're blessed.
We are blessed. This is no brag whatsoever. Where I'm getting at is somebody got shot.
Yeah.
In the fucking parking lot of my apartment complex last summer.
We have Bentleys. We have G-Wagons. We have $100,000 cars. And there's people
getting shot.
Yeah.
Like
dude,
it happens everywhere.
And something's got to change.
We live in a scary world right now.
Yeah. A scary country.
A scary country.
We're not going to put y'all in our in our place.
I mean, you guys
we're
have
not comparing
spiders,
us to other places. I mean, don't get me wrong. We're not in Iraq. We're not in Afghanistan.
Right.
But for what we pay and what we do and all that kind of stuff, we have no malice in our hearts towards anybody. But it's truly like you have to keep your head on a swivel.
Right.
Guys,
we've drugged this out too long.
Way too long. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It helps us out a ton. If you want to see our future videos, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. And if you want to support us directly, hit the join button. And with that being said,
my name's Miles.
My name's Fez.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Peace.
Out.
Bye.
Peace.